Do you have the PowerPoint queued up?
Nope, not yet. So it's this one, right?
There we go.
You want me to share it without us like talking first?
Yeah, because they can see us. You can put it on that main screen. On that first one.
Okay, so I should be sharing it now, right? Do you see
Yes,
it?
but it's your entire screen. Hit present on the PowerPoint.
This one, slideshow, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Why is it black? I don't see it.
I know. I just hit slideshow and that's what it did. Get out of this, get back into it. So you can see it now, but when I hit the other way, it doesn't, it turns black and I don't know why. Let me try it one more time. If not, then this is big enough, right? Is this big enough that you can see it? If I do it this way, if it doesn't work the other way.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Yeah, it's not working. It's going black.
It's weird. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's gonna have to.
we'll just have to do it that way then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me get out of this now. God, you can see it. The only thing is I don't think, let me see if yeah. Oh, well, the video will play, I think. Oh, let me make sure that I have I think, let me stop sharing, share. Put it here, here. All right. Okay.
1, 2, 3,
No,
4, 5, 6, 7.
I am. You should be able to see my screen, and I hit that button where it says they can hear the sound. So good. So that's it.
So 20 of the people that are coming tonight are career changers. 21 of the people of the 35 are career changers.
Wow. Okay.
Dang. This one's a duplicate. She did it twice.
Are you setting them up right now into the rooms then, or?
No, I'm gonna wait and see. No, because they gotta be like in.
So, oh, they gotta be
here.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
To manually create rooms. And then certified. Then rename career changer. And then sort. Make it easy. Okay.
Okay.
We can start letting them in.
I'm going to queue up this video so they can listen to it while they're coming in.
Okay.
Oops. Oh, it's not going to work because it's not on the right. Yeah, it's not on. Where's the? See if I can find it in here.
While Deb is getting our video up and running, if you could just make sure that your name is your complete name on your screen, that would be very helpful because we're going to be breaking you out into breakout rooms according to your certification. So if you could put your first and last name, there should be a little option, should be 3 little dots, and then it should be an option for you to put your full name if it is not there right under your video. That's going to be very, very helpful as we create those breakout rooms. Also, as you're coming in, I might be muting you just so there's no feedback. Don't take it personal. Yes, so there's no feedback. Perfect, perfect. Excellent, excellent. Yep, I just need first and last name. That's super helpful because we're going to be in breakout rooms.
All right. How's your son doing?
He's doing great.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
So you are going to be assigned to breakout rooms according to your certification. So if you're a career changer like me, or if you are fully certified, maybe you're coming to us from another state or another county, that's how we're going to break you out. That way, if you are fully certified, you don't have to sit through that career changer presentation. And if you are a career changer, then you won't have to sit through the certified presentation because it's going to be information that's going to be a little bit different for each person. And then you guys will have the option to ask as many questions as you would like. And again, you won't have to sit through those questions if they don't pertain to you. Oh, sure, no problem at all. Courtney, where are you joining us from? Somewhere on the West Coast? Arizona, wow. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. Can we bypass the video? Just get into the presentation.
All right. How's your son doing?
He's doing great.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Principal Hendricks. Or not
Yeah.
Principal.
So I cannot find the other video, and if it's not on the full screen mode, which mine goes black, we can't do that. So I can't find that video, but we can play the first day of school for this past school year, I guess, or we can skip this piece of it.
That was a cute one. That's our new.
Yeah, this is cute. This is our new superintendent in the first day of school.
All right.
Oh my God!
You just did great. Good morning. Good morning.
Y'all ready for the first day? Good morning, and happy Wednesday, the first day of an amazing school year, Osceola Middle School.
Okay, I don't know if that was just me, but was that feedback kind of weird for everybody? Or did it play normally? Had it just been me? Okay, excellent.
Okay. You ready? All right. Good afternoon. I'm Deb Kuchar. I'm the manager of talent acquisition here with Pinellas County Schools. I try my best with technology. Sometimes it doesn't always work. I had this on like presentation mode and it went black twice. So that's why we had to improvise a little bit. But Shanae had introduced herself. She's a recruiter here, works with me in talent acquisition. If you want to take a picture or screenshot of this is our contact information. So after the event, you can certainly feel free to, email us or call us, and we'll be more than happy to answer any questions that weren't addressed during the presentation. And again, I apologize that it's almost like it's kind of split screen, but when I went to go put it on presentation mode, the PowerPoint just wouldn't show up. It just went all black. So anyway, some fast facts about our school district. So those of you that don't live in Florida might not be familiar with our district. We sit right where that yellow arrow is on the peninsula of the west coast of Florida. Great beaches. We're the 8th largest district here in Florida and the 28th largest in the nation. We pay the highest starting salary here in the greater Tampa Bay area. That means all of our surrounding counties. We pay more than those school districts around us. We have just over 109,000 students, and we have the highest graduation rate, or one of the highest graduation rates in the 10 largest public school districts here in Florida. We have over 140 schools. Most of them, of course, as you know, are elementary schools. We have 19 middle schools, 18 high schools, and we have some exceptional centers and career technology centers as well. We have over 80 magnet programs and career academies. That like students, a lot of our high schools house like career technology education. Like there's one of our schools that has like a culinary arts program. The other has like an auto mechanic program, and that's built right into the school. It's actually really neat to go see that. There's this high school around the corner from us, and I got to tour it one day, and they have an entire like auto body shop there. So it was just really neat to kind of see that, the kids in the classroom and the kids applying what they learned in the auto mechanic center there. We are the largest employer here in Pinellas County, and we are actually a preferred employer here in Pinellas. Of course, those of you that follow football and baseball and hockey, we have the Bucks, the Rays, and the Lightning. The Lightning is doing well there in the playoffs. They made the playoffs. We have 35 miles of beautiful Gulf Coast beaches, and we have sunshine most of the year. It is beautiful outside today and shining. What is it? 83 and sunny today. We're about an hour 45 from Orlando, depending on traffic. About 4 hours to Miami. Of course, we have Busch Gardens, the aquarium, the Dali Museum, and the Port of Tampa as well. So that's just some fun little facts about ourselves here in Pinellas. This goes into more of a breakdown of our actual school district. I'm not going to read everything to you, but there's our student demographic information. We have about over 7,000 teachers here in our school district. And I know those of you that don't come from the South, our school districts are housed by counties, not by like cities or little towns. And I know I'm from New York, and there are about 39 school districts that surround Rochester, New York, and they're very small. And then when you get past the Virginia line, they go into big county districts with way more personnel and way more schools. So that's how it's structured here in Florida and in Pinellas. Our graduation rate has climbed the past, at least 5-6 years from now. It used to be down in the lower 80s, and now last year it was 92%, highest in district history. And those are the rates for our Black-Brown teacher or Black-Brown students that graduated, our Hispanic or Latinx, and our exceptional student education graduation rate. For those of you that are not part of Florida, exceptional student is special education. I think that's what it's called in most other states. We have a wonderful benefits package for those of you that have never worked for a government system. It's, and I guess you can appreciate this when you're older, because I'm getting ready to the point to appreciate this. You have the retirements that are more that are old school retirements, I call them, where you're guaranteed an amount of money. If you're vested in the plan, you have to be part of the Florida retirement system, and if you're vested in the plan, you're guaranteed a certain income every month. So it's not like you have a 401k and you're, you know, kind of jumping around depending on the stock market. This is guaranteed. But anyway, our starting salary has rose to $50,586. It's actually being talked about now again up in legislation about raising that again. We have very diverse teaching opportunities here in our district. So if you're looking for pretty much any type of school setting, we have it here in Pinellas. There's leadership U, so there's an opportunity for growth and advancement. Teaches you some great skills about leadership. If those of you that work in the transformation zone schools or want to work in a transformation zone school, those are our high urban schools that sit down in South St. Pete. There is a retention bonus that is offered if you are a teacher in those schools. Of course, we have health, dental, vision here in Pinellas, and the employer pays most of that. We do pay some of that, but employer mostly pays that. And then we have an EAP program, which is really nice. I get a lot of questions about work-life balance and, you know, how do you manage that? And EAP definitely has those resources to help you. So that's like nice, and it's free to you. I just talked about the Florida retirement system and, you know, again, the old school retirement. So if you do elect to be in that, you have to elect. I mean, there's options for you. There's two different options, but if you elect to be in the retirement system, that's always really nice. And, you know, of course you have to vest in there to get paid out. A monthly paycheck after you retire. We have a wellness program, Limeade, and they send us information. Our risk management, our benefits department has a person that coordinates all that, and she sends us a bunch of different information about healthy eating, you know, workouts and programs and little challenges that you can participate in. And then, of course, we have employee discounts with many of the businesses and restaurants and things like that across our county. I get asked a lot about support for new teachers. It's you have a school-based mentor your first year that works with you the entire year. So you can bounce ideas. You know, if you have a lesson plan that you're not quite sure of, you can go ahead and talk to your mentor about that. Maybe there's an assessment that you're not quite sure of. They can give you advice, feedback, share things with you. We have new teacher training in the summer. It's called Embrace Pinellas. That is getting revised. I think it's almost finished. So it was a week-long training, but I feel it's not a week-long anymore. They're kind of switching that up and putting the essentials in there, which was derived from feedback from the new teachers that have actually gone through that training. So that's nice. So I'm excited to see what that looks like this year. For those of you that are career changers, there is a transition to teaching program here in Pinellas. Each district has their own program, but ours is called Transition to Teaching. So those of you, again, that are career changers and that line item on your letter of eligibility will say you must enroll in a alternative training program, and Transition to Teaching is one of those programs. We have networking and affinity groups here in Pinellas. We also have lots of opportunity for professional development. A newsletter called Chalk Talk goes out each month, and it provides many, many, many opportunities for you to participate in for free. Soup to nuts, basically. You know, if you want to know more about integrating language arts into your math classroom, I'm sure that they have a workshop or class on that. Or if you want to learn about classroom management, there's a class on that. So there's a variety of different opportunities that you can participate in. We have equity training in cohorts and 400+ equity champions. So I feel these aren't going to work either, Shanae. Nope. And jump in if you can tell me if you can think of a workaround to this. So these are two videos. These are our Teacher of the Year and our Emerging Teachers of the Year. Deanna Russo was one of our Secondary Teachers of the Year, and Fawn Baldizzi from Tarpon Springs, and Floyd Howes, which is he's pictured right there, were our Teacher and Emerging Teachers of the Year. So I
You
know
can
that
stop sharing your screen and I'll try sharing mine and see if mine works.
Yeah, that would be, yeah, let's see if that works. So hold on a second. I need to come here. Let me just exit out of this. And minimize this and go back to. All right, let me just start. Oh, I had you on there. There we go. Stop sharing. Okay, thank you.
My name is Deanna Russo, and I am the coordinator of the Center for Education and Leadership at Seminole High School. I've always tried to create lessons that will engage my students, and because I really want to reach them. And I know that if they have fun while they're learning, they're going to absorb it more, they're going to remember it more. I want them to know that they can accomplish anything they set their minds to, and that things can be done in different ways, and that we're all going to have challenges and roadblocks, but they can overcome them.
She's always...
Sorry, just a quick check. Can everybody hear? Okay, not sure what's happening, Madison. I think everybody else can hear it.
Just encouraged such a safe space and a safe environment for everyone, and I've really appreciated it.
She helps us with schoolwork, or just personal stuff, applying to colleges or stuff, just anything that we have questions about.
I've done more this year than I ever thought I would ever be able to do. Never thought I would do half the things I did, and I did them because she showed me that I could.
I am passionate about making sure that each and every student knows that they can succeed.
She grows relationships with each and every one of all her students, and it's something that's special.
When I see the students working together in a group and they're talking and they're learning from each other and they don't even realize that that's happening, I mean, I get goosebumps thinking about those kinds of moments. I love to see students realize they can do things that they didn't know they could do before. I can't imagine a profession that would be more fulfilling than that.
Congratulations, Ms. Baldizzi, for being awarded Secondary Emerging Teacher of the Year for Pinellas County.
Yes!
Do you have any words?
No.
Congratulations, congratulations.
I have no words how it felt. I mean, this is like an incredible honor, and I'm just so proud of my students and my school and the work that we've been doing. And I'm still in shock. It's just, it's pretty incredible.
Good afternoon, Mr. House. Congratulations. You have been named Pinellas County's Emerging Teacher for Elementary School of the Year. Congratulations.
Whoa, hold on. Hold on.
What do you have to say?
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I don't know. I don't know.
We have your family all on camera from South Carolina. They're surprising you as well today. They're all here. Look, they're all here.
Able to give back to the kids and show the kids that there is a way out and that you can do whatever you put your mind to. I look at it as my ministry, and I wouldn't change it for the world. But I take no credit for what I've done. It's all the man upstairs that look out for me, that allows me to do what I do. I'm very grateful.
Seen that video at least 10, 15 times. Gets me every time. Every time I get all teary-eyed. It's ridiculous. Mr. House is an awesome teacher. He's amazing. Okay, so let's keep going. Next up, we're going to get a little bit deeper into this, obviously, as we go into our breakout rooms. But just a quick overview. If you have graduated from a college of education or will be graduating here in the very near future, graduation's coming up in May. Or if you have been teaching for several years, maybe you're certified in another state, then you would follow this traditional pathway. If you are coming to us from another state, this is what I tell every single person that I encounter. Finish everything that you need to be fully certified in the state that you are in. If you're an upcoming graduate, maybe you've got a couple of exams left, maybe you've got, one more application or whatever's left in Pennsylvania. Finish everything there because certificate to certificate will transfer. If you're on a provisional, if you're on a temporary, if you're on an emergency certificate, it will not transfer to Florida. We will make you take our exams. We don't accept the Praxis. We don't take EdTPA or any of those other fancy things. We only take the Florida teacher certification exam. So if you're not complete in the state that you're coming from, you'll have to do all of our exams again. So I always tell people, finish everything where you are, apply for reciprocity. We take everybody else. We will take everybody else for the most part, as long as it's a professional certificate. You pay the $75 and you're certified in both places. That's my biggest advice. If you're fully certified, you've been teaching in Georgia for the last 5 years, you shouldn't have any problems whatsoever, as long as it's a professional certificate and not a provisional. Should be just fine. So you apply to the Florida Department of Education, you pay the $75 per subject area. And then boom, you're certified in both places. If for whatever reason, you just really got to get down here, and you, even if the certification's not finished, you would take our Florida teacher certification exams, and they're typically about $150 a piece. So you would take the certification exam for your subject area. And let's say it's elementary education, that one's going to be $150. Social sciences, $150. So just know, if you're not fully certified, or if you're on a provisional, you're on a temporary, but you just really got to get to Florida and you have to go through our process, you should have at least enough for a temporary, but they'll make you take our certification exams again. Okay. So that's the traditional route. Like I said, you guys are going to be in the breakout room with Deb. She's going to go over everything in more detail, and then you guys will be able to ask more specific questions. For alternate certification, that would be me. My degree's in political science. If you're certified, if you hold a degree in a certifiable area, then you can be deemed eligible to teach in the state of Florida. If you hold a degree in a non-certifiable area, that's okay too. You can have your degree in lawn maintenance. We don't care, as long as you take and pass the subject area exam for the area that you want to teach, right? So there's 2 ways to get eligible right away. Degree in social studies, right? Degree in social studies, I can start teaching social studies 6 through 12. Or degree in, electronic engineering or something, I take the social studies test and then I can teach social studies. Those are the 2 ways you get eligible. Then once you're recommended for a position, we will fingerprint you, send those fingerprints to the state. They will issue your temporary certificate. Here's big news for everybody. Those temporary certificates that were good for 3 years are now good for 5. So now the state gives you 5 years to take all of your exams, Take those teacher classes that you didn't get because you didn't graduate from a college of ed, right? You take that classroom management and assessments and all those classes. Instead of 3 years, now the state gives you 5 to get those done, okay? Which you guys are so lucky because I only got 3. And I had to take my general knowledge test in the first year. So, you know, they're making it a little bit easier on you guys. So like I said, graduate with a bachelor's degree in any area, take the exam, you're eligible, get the job, work on all the other requirements to move from your temporary to your professional. Hold your questions. We'll talk more about that when we do the breakout rooms. All right, so how to get hired? That's what everybody wants to know. If you're looking at Pinellas County Schools website right now today, there are some positions posted. You're going to go to our online application, take a look at our available jobs. Make sure as you're creating your profile in the applicant tracking system that you put your applicant type as instructional certified. Instructional certified is what you're looking for. Even if you're not certified, they don't care. You're looking for instructional certified jobs. Now, if you want to be a substitute, add that applicant type. If you're looking for maybe, you know, something in like human resources or something in professional development or something like that, you would do non-instructional support. I know that doesn't really jive, but that's just how it goes. So if I were you, if I were in your shoes, I'd put all of them as my applicant type so I can see all the positions that are posted. Let's look at instructional certified. Right now, as you can see, there's 126 positions posted. A lot of people say, oh, I don't see the job that you were talking about. Well, that's because you got to click to the second page, the 2 pages. So it only posts 100 at a time. So there's 126 jobs posted right now. And these are all of our tier 3 and tier 4 schools. So if you're interested in working in a school where the students need those additional wraparound services and support, obviously it's a Title I school, but there's additional services such as a school psychologist, school social workers, behavior specialists, reading coaches, math coaches, all of those things. You know, the PC term, I guess, would be an urban school environment. Most of your students are going to be Black and brown students. Most of your students are going to be at or below the poverty line. These are the schools that we're referring to. Here in Pinellas, if you're not from the area, we have urban and suburban. That's it. We don't have a lot of rural areas. You have urban, St. Pete, Clearwater. Those are our 2 largest cities. And then you have all the cities in between that are basically just suburban. Just depends on what type of environment you're looking for. I always tell people, think about where you want to live. Look for the schools that are in and around that area that you want to live. So if you are interested in working with those specific demographics, specific population of students, then these are the schools that you would apply to. And they are able to post their jobs right now. They're all available. You can apply, you can interview, you can be recommended right now today. If these schools are not for you, and they are not for everybody, then you will wait till May 3rd. And May 3rd is when district-wide, all of those positions will be posted. So all of the schools are able to post all of their open positions. Open hiring starts on May 3rd. So this will go from 126 to about 400. I'm just going to keep it real. It's going to grow. That's a good thing because you'll be able to see a lot more schools, a lot more availability, find the school that's going to be the right fit for you. Deb already mentioned, and I'm a huge advocate for transformation zone schools. I worked at a transformation zone middle school, huge advocate for those schools. She did mention that there is a recruitment and retention bonus. So get on here, start applying for our tier 3, tier 4 schools if those are schools you're interested in working with. If not, wait till May 3rd. Okay. All right, so this is where you create your online application, all that jazz. All right, I'm gonna close those. Where was I? Oh, okay, so there you go. They want your references. Obviously, they want your resume, complete work history from the last 10 years. You are gonna apply directly to the schools that are of interest to you. The principal's gonna reach out for an interview. they are still 100% okay with doing virtual interviews. Obviously, if you're local, you could definitely go to the school. You could interview at the school. If you're not, if you're coming from out of state, 100% okay. They will do a virtual interview over Teams, just like we're doing right now. In fact, I think some of them have started to prefer it because it's just so convenient. If you're going to be in town and you want to maybe come and take a tour, if you're not from here, you want to take a tour, reach out to that school directly. Call the school secretary, ask them what days they do tours, tell them when you're going to be in town, and you can go and take a look at the school. The principals love showing off their schools, as long as it's not, you know, testing or anything like that. But even if it is, the school secretary, the bookkeeper, the front office clerk, somebody can give you a tour of the school if you're interested. So reach out, especially if you're not from this area, because I know that it can be a difficult transition, not knowing anything about, you know, you say you want to live in St. Pete. Okay, St. Pete, pretty big. You want to live in North St. Pete, South St. Pete, you want to live by the pier, you want to live by the mall. There's a lot, right? So just come down if you're able, take a tour and see what those schools are all about. So that's kind of the hiring process. The principals make the recommendation back to human resources. Then you get contacted by the HR partner for fingerprints, processing, et cetera, et cetera. So starting May 3rd, we're going to hire all throughout the summer. So don't you worry. And we probably hire about 600 teachers. I'm not sure what those numbers are going to look like this year, but we have 7,000 teachers in the district. So we're going to be hiring a lot. We're a very big district. We have 140 schools. So we're going to be hiring a lot of teachers. So even though it feels like May is a late deadline, which it is, you know, don't worry. We're going to be hiring. We hire all throughout the summer. So don't panic. I know it gets a little tricky when you're trying to relocate, but you know, that's just how we roll. All right, so here's our contact information. So that's me. I'm Shanae. Email me anytime. Give me a call anytime. I'm in my office. The only time I'm not in my office is if I'm out at a job fair. But I will call you back and I will email you back if you have any questions. So some dates to remember. May 3rd, open hiring district-wide. May 6th is a Saturday. We are having a district-wide job fair. That one's going to be advertised very soon. I think next Monday, they're going to put it out on all of our websites. So you just register, it's virtual. Just register through Career Fair Plus, and then you will be able to see all of the principals that have signed up. You'll see all the schools, and then you just grab a time on their calendar and interview with each school that looks good to you. So just like like I'm the candidate, I go in, I see Melrose Elementary, principal's got an 8 o'clock time slot. I'm going to register myself for that 8 o'clock time slot, and then we're going to meet and we're going to have a virtual interview. Okay, and principals can make recommendations from there. So that's May 6th. Another date to write down and remember is June 1st. That's a Thursday. That's another job fair. It's virtual. That one's going to be after the end of the school year, so they can have, so, you know, all of the principals will be able to attend that one. Okay, so May 3rd, open hiring begins. Start applying then. You don't have to wait for the job fairs, but you can. May 6th, that's a Saturday, virtual job fair. June 1st, that's a Thursday, virtual job fair. Okay, any questions about the hiring process, not necessarily specific to your certification situation, because we've got 30 minutes left. We're going to go into the breakout rooms. No. All right, let me make sure all my rooms are open. Everyone has been assigned. Oop, I have 2 people unassigned. Let me see. Hold on here. Bear with me. All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen real quick. Then I gotta assign. There's 2 Madisons, which is why the last names were so important. And then I need to assign Taylor. Okay, Taylor is certified. Okay, everyone is assigned. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna open up the breakout rooms and it's gonna work. All right, here we go. and Kayla are still thinking.
It said I couldn't join certified. Not sure what that means.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. I assigned you to it. And Deb, you can just pop in. You should be able to just join the room.
So I just hit rooms.
Click rooms. There she goes. She's in there.
And
Go to
then
rooms.
certified. Okay, and then certified. Okay, gotcha.
Yep, and then just click join room. Those three little dots.
Bye.
Yeah.